I totally forgot I had this ship out there exploring and I wasn't paying attention. Oh no. Rest in peace, my only good ship. Welcome to my new Anno 1800 series. In the last episode, we began a brand new city and faced numerous challenges, including lots of fires and workforce shortages. I will be trying to overcome these things today. I have a couple things planned for this episode. I would like to create a settlement on another island here in the old world. I am also hoping to reach the level of artisan, and if possible, I would like to also create a new settlement in the new world, time permitting. So the first thing I am doing right here is moving all of my farms and a lot of the workplaces that are connected to them a little bit further back from the city. I think they're a little bit too close right now. I would like to expand my city a lot more and put more housing in, and there's just not a whole lot of room. So I think it's going to be a little bit more efficient placing these things a little bit further back just for right now. It may be painfully obvious to a lot of you who play the game a lot more than me that I am by no means an expert. I am sure what I am doing is not at all efficient or probably the best way to go about it, but that's okay. I'm slowly learning and becoming more comfortable with the game. I am not telling any single person here that I am an expert or that they should watch me for any kind of Anno 1800 tutorials. I am not that kind of person, at least not yet, but if you're interested in seeing how this kind of train wreck turns out, stick around and we'll find out together. We're already starting off strong with this big fire in the middle of my city. I think this is unfortunately gonna be a recurring theme with these videos. At least this one is pretty close to the fire station, though it shouldn't be too difficult to extinguish. Coming back to these farms over here that I'm trying to move, it's a little bit difficult for me to find a place where everything fits. As you can see, I have that one warehouse over here, and I wanted originally to get all of these in range of that warehouse. I don't think that's gonna happen, so I'm trying to move stuff around. I have probably gonna have to relocate a lot of it several times in order to get this looking right. This time around, I'm trying to get better with my resource management, so I'm trying to periodically check to make sure that I am not running out of any important supplies. I guess we'll find out if that strategy will pay off or not. I've got all my farms out here now. There just seems to be a little bit of a logistics issue with the warehouses. There's oftentimes too many transporters because I have too many things assigned to this warehouse. I think that's something that I'm going to deal with in a little bit. I feel like I'm expanding a little bit slowly right now, so I want to work my way towards unlocking the artisans. So taking a look here, the workers only need a school in order to reach that next level to be able to upgrade. And in order to do that, we need 750 workers. We're getting pretty close. We've got 738, but I think I need to place some more housing down and upgrade some of those to become workers. And it shouldn't take too long and we can reach that point. While we're waiting on that, I do want to get a little bit more powerful here compared to my opponents, so I'm gonna try to create some more ships, and also I would like to establish a new settlement here in the old world. So I'm gonna equip my boat with some supplies, and we're gonna go over to that unclaimed island, probably the one off to the east, and we're going to create a new settlement there. I'm noticing we're getting another workforce shortage again with the workers, so let's find out what's causing that. Actually, I think it's because we've unlocked the beer, it looks like, and since they're not getting that in the supply, a lot of them seem to be leaving, so we've got to get on that and fix that right away. It looks like we're gonna need a hops farm, so let's go ahead and put that out here in our farm area. I'm also finally placing a new warehouse in here and checking the supply and demand. I do believe we need one more hops farm in here, and once that's done, I'm going to place a malt house and a brewery nearby so we can start that projection chain. We've also finally unlocked the ability to place a school, so I'm looking for a place in the town to put that. There's not really good location because I'd have to relocate a lot of the roads, and I just don't want to do that right now, so it's probably going to go down here by the harbor, and I'm going to relocate a couple of these houses down here so that the school can go there. Again, not the most efficient place, but it'll work for my purposes right now. I can move it again later. With that now completed, we can finally upgrade our workers into the artisans. I'm not going to do that just yet because that's going to unlock a whole new level of supply chain things that I will need for the artisans. But I'm thinking first we're going to establish a new settlement. I've had that ship waiting out here for a little while, so let's go ahead and settle this island over here. As you can see, we've got some new resources over here that will contribute to our artisans over on the main island. We've got red peppers and grapes available on this island, so I'm quite excited about that. I'm also trying to go around and explore a little bit more of the map. This delivery quest right now I'm trying to complete. Back over to my main island here, I am still not getting any beer, and I'm thinking that's probably because I am not growing enough wheat, because I already have that one field that seems to be dedicated towards making bread. But I don't have any that's dedicated specifically for the beer production, so we're gonna have to place another field in here. Oh my god, I totally forgot I had this ship out there exploring and I wasn't paying attention. Oh crap. Oh no. This thing is so slow. I don't think it's gonna survive this. Of course it's my flagship too. It's my own fault. Rest in peace, my only good ship. I don't know what I'm gonna do now. That was so dumb. I should have paid closer attention to my ships while they were moving around. Oh my god, I just tried to send out another ship to retrieve my items that I lost over here, and of course this one's gonna get destroyed now too. You know what? I'm done. I'm not gonna try to get this stuff. It's just gonna sit out here in the ocean. I'm gonna put one more wheat field up here, and then I'm gonna try to relocate that trade union up here since we have so many workplaces. It's kind of a tough decision of where to put this thing. Since we have that hop seeds item, I'm going to try to relocate that to be next to the hops fields, and that should increase a lot of the productivity. With that done, let's now upgrade to artisans. And with that, we've got a brand new quest here to the new world, which is perfect. I'm hoping I can establish a settlement there pretty soon. So let's go ahead and begin this. I should have everything I need to be successful in this quest. I think that pilot is going to make all the difference. And with all of our items loaded up, let's get going. Focusing back on our city here, let's start creating some of the artisan items. So in order to produce some of those windows, we are going to need a sand mine. We will also need a glass maker, which I will place right beside that. Oh my goodness, it looks like we have yet another fire, a big one this time with our factories over here. Maybe it wasn't such a good idea putting all of these buildings right next to each other, especially without a fire station over here. Yeah, I'm gonna need to put a fire station over here, else they're not gonna be able to reach these buildings over here. And of course it's gonna take so long to train them that I'm pretty sure this whole area is gonna burn down before this gets accomplished. Okay, crisis averted. We can rebuild all of these things. Now that we've got the artisans unlocked, we're gonna need that canned food, so we're gonna need to start producing those red peppers. And that new island that I put a settlement on earlier has fertility for those peppers. So now I think is the time. I'm gonna go in here and place some of those pepper fields and get those exported to our main island so we can start creating that new food for the artisans. While I'm waiting for my ship to transport a little bit more wood for construction on that island, I do want to start establishing a little bit more military might, so I'm going to put these defenses on the harbor right here. I don't know if we're going to need them anytime soon, but I like to have them just in case. Alright, we have enough workers over here now. I'm going to start putting in those pepper fields. I'm going to put 2 of them in for now. I think that'll be enough to support our artisans for the time being. For the next part of the equation, we're going to need some cattle farms, so that's something that I'm going to place by the rest of my farm area on my first island. And it looks like we've now finished that expedition and we have unlocked that new world. This island over here looks like it has some decent resources, so let's go ahead and settle there. Doing a lot of back and forth now, but I want to go back to my red pepper settlement in the old world and start creating a charter route for those red peppers that we have started to produce. We will be transporting them from that island to my main island where I will have the factory that will create the food for the artisans. I'm thinking 10 will be enough for now. I'm pretty sure that's probably at the upper limit of how much the island is able to produce anyways, so hopefully we won't have to raise that right away. Now let's come back to our new island and get this settlement started. From my previous playthrough, I know that rum is eventually going to be a very important resource, so I want to set this island up as soon as possible to get the production of that started. I'm not going to be able to do that right away in this episode, but I will hopefully start to produce rum in the next episode that I am doing of this game. I think we've gotten a lot accomplished today. We've got 2 new islands, one in the old world and one in the new world. We also have unlocked the artisans. I know things are not perfect, but I am just absolutely in love with how much depth there is to this game. I'm excited to see how this progresses. If you want to stay up to date on the progress of this playthrough, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I'm also going to start doing live streams soon, so if that's something you're going to be interested in, I have the link to my Twitch channel in the description, as well as my Discord server and everywhere else you can find me on the internet. If you've made it this far into the video, I sincerely appreciate your support. I honestly wasn't expecting so many people to be interested in watching me play these games, but nonetheless, thank you so much, and I will see you on the next video.